In this video, we're going to look at determining if two triangles are similar by looking at their angles and their side lengths. The first part of this question is looking at their angles. They're always going to give you two of the three angles, and you have to find the third one. So to do that, all we're going to do is subtract those two angles from 180. So I do 180 minus 96 minus 42, and I would get 138. So 42 is the first angle. So that's C. Now, if you notice, the other two angles in this problem are exactly the same. So I can just put in that answer to that. So that's also going to be 42. Once we get the angles part done, we can actually answer the first part of question D. The first part of question D is looking at the angles. If the angles are the same, we mark that they are the same. The next part of this problem asks you to use the ruler to actually measure the sides of the triangles. I do not have the ruler to measure the sides, so I'm just going to make some numbers up that are going to work with this problem. So we're going to say that angle side AB is 10. We're going to say side DE is 5. We're going to say BC is 14. EF is 7, and then CA is 8, and FD is 4. Then we're going to divide each of those. So AB divided by DE, which comes out to be 2, BC divided by EF, which is also 2, and 8 divided by 4, which is also 2. Sometimes these do come out to be fractions, so don't be afraid if it comes out to be a fraction. We now can answer the second part of question D. Are the ratios the same? All these ratios are also the same, so I'm going to say yes, they're the same. As long as I said yes to both those questions, the triangles are similar, so I'm going to mark that one off. Typically in this problem, they're either all going to be yes or they're all going to be no. So you shouldn't get a mix of yeses and nos for the final part of this question. Okay, in this example, we have, again, two triangles, and we're trying to determine if they are similar. You'll notice the angles in A, in this case, are different. So the first one, I'm going to take the 42 and the 48 away from 180, and I get 90. The second one, I take the 42, or the 29 and the 47 away from 180, and I get 104. So notice those are not the same, so I'm going to mark off that those angles are not the same in part D. For B, I already filled in the numbers for this one. So AB is 15, DE is 10, BC is 12, EF is 6, CA is 10, and FD is 8. So now we're going to do our ratios. So I've got 15 over 10, which, again, when we're looking at ratios of fractions, I have to be able to reduce them. So 15 over 10 reduces to 3 over 2, because I can divide them both by 5. 12 over 6 is 2. And 10 over 8 reduces to 5 over 4. You'll notice that in this case, my ratios are not the same. So I'm going to say they are not the same. And just like in the last problem I mentioned for part D, if there were yes, the last answer is yes. Well, in these cases, they're both no. So these two triangles are not similar. So notice it's no, no, no this time.